Good morning, students. So today we discuss chapter 6, molecular basis of inheritance in 12th standard biology. So 12th standard biology is first unit is reproduction in organisms, and second unit principles on inheritance and molecular basis of inheritance. Two chapters are present. In the molecular basis of inheritance, we discussed DNA, then RNA, what is meant by DNA, how DNA is a better genetic material, all the things discussed. Then now today, what is meant by replication and how the replication is done, what are all the procedures involved in replication, and how DNA is replicated with the use of various enzymes. All these things we deal in the today's class. Okay, let's move into the lesson. Then today replication in replication. Normally you know replication means is nothing but one DNA strand is copied into another DNA strand, that is replication. And the machinery and the enzymes, how the replication is done, what are all the enzymes are involved in the particular process, how with the use of deoxyribonucleotide the replication takes place, in which cycle or which stage of the cell cycle the replication takes place. All the things deal in the particular topic, replication. Then normally replications need variety of enzymes like topoisomerase and helicase, DNA ligase and DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Various enzymes are involved, but in our level, in our 12th standard NCERT level, one enzymes are involved in your NCERT book, DNA dependent DNA polymerase. DNA dependent DNA polymerase means it's dependent on one DNA strand and produces another DNA, that is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Okay. So how the DNA replication takes place with the use of drawing. Listen. Okay. This is actually one strand of DNA, double helical structure of DNA. Okay. In double helical structure of DNA, what are all the events occurs? First, then the first DNA first separated into two strands. Normally you know the double helical structure of DNA contain two polynucleotide chain. During replication procedure, during replication process, the DNA is split into two strands. The double helical structure split into two strands, that is two strands. This is dependent on these particular strand, a new DNA is formed. New DNA is formed. Actually, we know that is DNA is formed from 5' to 3'. And here also the DNA is formed from 5' to 3'. Here 5' to 3' means normally this DNA is actually 3' to 5'. Here 3' means here 5' to 3'. This is replication. Here this is actually continuous strand. Here is discontinuous strand. Here this is actually discontinuous strand. Discontinuous strands. Okay. And first we know that DNA is replicated. What is the use of replication? Normally replications is important for the formation of new cells. Normally our cell contain two helical structure of DNA, that is double stranded DNA. For formation of new cells, new cells need two strands. Two strands means two helical structure with four. Actually two DNA are needed. So for synthesizing a new DNA, we know in the 11th standard you have studied cell cycle. It contains various phases like G1, S phase, G2 phase and M phase, then G1 or maybe G0 phase. And in cell cycle, one cell divided into two daughter cells means it follows various stages. G1 phase, then S phase and G2 phase and M phase. M phase means mitotic phase. So, one cell after G1, S, G2, M phase divided into to form two cells. This is actually DNA cell division. During cell division, we know cell division is nothing but that is structure present in the cell. Is nothing but replication is nothing but the process of producing new DNA. So, normally replication procedure it is takes place in the S phase in the cell cycle. Normally we know the one cell is divided into two cells after mitosis division. In 11th standard already I have studied the cell cycle lesson. In the cell cycle various stages are present like G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, M phase. Various cycles are present, various stages are present. In the S phase, in the S phase of the cell cycle, the DNA get replicated. So, during DNA replication, various enzymes are involved like DNA dependent DNA polymerase, DNA ligase, various enzymes are involved. For in our study, the one important enzyme that is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. So, this is actually an enzyme. It is dependent on DNA, it forms another one DNA, that is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. It is an enzyme. So, normally in E. coli we know that 4.6 into 10 to the power of 6, E. coli 4.6 into 10 to the power of 6 base pairs are present in a bacterial cell, in a single cell. Within 18 minutes the bacterium divided into two bacterium. So, replication speed, we calculating the replicator speed means per second it is 2000 base pairs per second. In a second the 2000 base pairs are newly formed. For example, adenine means it is formed thymine, thymine means adenine, cytosine guanine, guanine cytosine, same like the nitrogen bases are added to the old DNA, so new DNA is formed with the speed of 2000 base per second. Per second, adenine, thymine, adenine, thymine, adenine, cytosine guanine. So, like 2000 base pairs are added. So, this is actually energy needed process. So, the process of replication is need more energy. So, it is need energy. Energy means normally we know that is ATP only providing energy to the living reactions. So, here deoxyribonucleoside triphosphate. Deoxyribonucleoside triphosphate is nothing but that is deoxyribonucleoside means that is adenosine. Deoxyadenosine triphosphate. Deoxyadenosine triphosphate only it provides the energy. Deoxyadenosine triphosphate only it provides energy to the particular process. And the dual process, actually here the deoxyribonucleoside triphosphate it is a dual process. Dual means two process. One is providing energy to the DNA replication, another one is it is act as a substrate. Substrate means it is a DNA means it is needed, adenine means here thymine, cytosine means guanine, guanine means cytosine, the nitrogen bases are needed. So, the particular deoxyribonucleoside triphosphate is providing energy to the replication process as well as it is act as a substrate for manufacturing, for producing the DNA. So, two in one purpose. So, DNA is formed with the use of deoxyribonucleoside triphosphate plus with energy also provided by the particular substance, that is act as a dual process. Then it is a replication fork. Replication fork means nothing but the DNA is present. Any part, not from the beginning, not from the top, replication starts. If any part of the DNA, the first DNA get duplicated, get separated, DNA strands get separated. After separation, the separating unit, the separating area is known as replication fork. where the DNA gets separated. For the new synthesizing of DNA, the particular place is known as replication fork or replicating fork, and it is actually the place where from the particular place the DNA starts the replication. Mean the place is nothing but origin of replication, that is origin of replication. Okay. So, in the any point of the DNA, in E. coli means a particular point is present. In the particular point of the DNA only get separated. The separating and the process is known as replication fork, and after separating the DNA gets duplicated from the one particular point. The particular point the replication starts, that is origin of replication. Okay. Then normally DNA is formed from 5' to 3', only 5' to 3'. For any DNA, maybe DNA or maybe RNA, for any one, it is formed from 5' to 3'. Listen, this is actually DNA. With the use of helicase and topoisomerase, various enzymes are involved and DNA gets separated. One DNA gets separated into 2 strands, and from the particular strand the new DNA formed. Here adenine means thymine is formed, that is thymine, and cytosine means guanine. Guanine means cytosine. Same like DNA are formed continuously. Here adenine means guanine, cytosine, thymine. Here guanine means cytosine, cytosine, guanine, adenine means thymine. Actually DNA we know from 5' to 3'. From 5' to 3' only the DNA get formed, get duplicated towards the 3'. Here that is actually a old strand, here a newly synthesized DNA. Okay. So, newly synthesized DNA from 5' to 3'. So, always the rule. Then the template strand, here actually a template strand, and same like continuously move into the last. Then here from this side, here 3', here 5'. This is actually a discontinuous strand. Here template strand with 3' to 5' polarity, the DNA formed continuously. Listen, template strand, this is actually a template strand, here also this is template. Template strand means nothing but the parent strand. From the template strand only new DNA is formed. From the template strand only new DNA is formed. Okay. So, from the template strand, dependent on the template strand, the new DNA is formed with the use of DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Okay. Then from is actually this is actually template strand. The template strand of 3' to 5' is act as a template strand. From this template strand, a newly synthesized DNA are formed. The formed DNA is continuously forming. This is actually the continuous synthesis, continuous strand. So, template strand 3' to 5' side of formed DNA is continuously synthesizing, that is continuous strand. But in template strand is 5' to 3'. 5' to 3' template strand means in the particular side DNA is produced formed discontinuously, that is discontinuous strand. Discontinuous strand means the template strand 5' to 3', the formed DNA, a newly formed DNA is actually discontinuously synthesizing. The discontinuous strand is known as Okazaki fragments. Okay. The discontinuous strands with the use of DNA ligase, the discontinually synthesizing strand are pasted and form a newly synthesized strand. So, one DNA get replicated during replication procedure with the use of some enzyme, DNA gets separated. That is template, this is actual template. From this template strand, newly synthesized strands are produced. From the template strand 3' to 5' mean the DNA produced is continuous synthesizing of DNA. From the template 5' to 3' mean the particular side DNA synthesized is discontinuously. The discontinuously synthesized strand is joined with the use of DNA ligase. Okay, the replication when DNA is copied into another DNA. Replications need some enzymes. The main enzyme DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Okay, so DNA dependent DNA polymerase. And replication in E. coli normally we know 4.6 into 10 to the power of 6 base pairs. Within 18 minutes it completes the total DNA replication. And replication force and DNA ligase, all the things. So in the DNA replication, it is actually a DNA replication in the simplified view. DNA contain two strands, one is 2' to 3' to 5', another one is 5' to 3'. Two strands are parent DNA. That is act as a template strand. From the template strand, newly synthesized strand are formed from 5' to 3', and this is continuous strand. From the template side, 5' to 3' means the newly synthesized strand is discontinuous. That is 5' to 3', discontinuously synthesizing strand with the use of DNA ligase. It is pasted and form a new DNA, and the two DNAs join to form a one helix, and here also two DNA is formed another one helix. Okay, so one DNA gets separated into two DNA. The process is known as replication. Okay, replication normally takes place in S phase of the cell cycle. Normally cell cycle means one newly formed cell, after development it produce new cells, mean the process is known as cell cycle. Cell cycle contain various stages like G1, S, G2 and M phase. In the S phase of the cell cycle only the process is DNA replication takes place. Okay. Next one is replication, and after that replication, transcription. Transcription is nothing but conversion of DNA into RNA. Normally in a central dogma, what is the central dogma? DNA get replicated into DNA, and after transcription process DNA converted into RNA, and RNA converted into protein with the use of translation process. So DNA after replication procedure it forms a DNA. DNA after transcription procedure it is formed RNA. RNA after translation procedure it is formed a protein. That is actually central dogma of replication and transcription in all the things. So here DNA is converted into RNA. The process is known as what is transcription. Actually transcription takes place in the cell, in the nucleus. Normally we know the eukaryotic cell or maybe in prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells means the nucleus are present. Okay, this is nucleus. Inside the nucleus what? Chromatin reticulum are present. In chromatin reticulum, heterochromatin, euchromatin are the two chromatin reticulum are present. From the euchromatin, it is actually the chromatin. From the chromatin is nothing but DNA. Deoxyribonucleic acid. Inside the chromatin reticulum, DNA only present. So DNA after transcription procedure it forms the RNA. DNA after transcription procedure it is forms the RNA. That is actually RNA. So after DNA it is DNA after procedure, after transcription procedure it is formed RNA. That is the process is taking place inside the nucleus of eukaryotic cell. Suppose prokaryotic cells means this is actually a bacterium. Prokaryotic cells means in the center part of the nucleus, that is nucleoid region. In the center part of the nucleus, that is nucleoid region, the DNA gets duplicated into a mRNA. The process is known as what? Transcription. So, transcription is nothing but DNA converted into mRNA or DNA converted into RNA. The procedure is known as transcription. Transcription takes place in the living cell. In eukaryotic cells mean it takes place inside the nucleus, and chromatin reticulum, after transcription procedure it is forms the RNA. And suppose prokaryotic cells means the same chromatin reticulum, in the nucleoid region it is converted into RNA. So, DNA converted into RNA inside the nucleus or maybe in the nucleoid region. The process is taking place in the living cell. The process is transcription. Okay. How the transcription taking place? What are all the events inside the transcription process? Transcription, as normally it is two segments, two stages, three stages: a promoter and structural gene and the terminator. A promoter and the structural gene and the terminator. Promoter means it is promoting the transcription, and structural gene means it is elongating the gene. Actually, structural gene means that is gene. Gene means what? The segment of DNA. And the terminator means that is the end process of transcription. So, transcription starts in the promoter region and forms in the structural gene region, and the terminate in the terminator region. Actually, this is, listen the drawing, this is actually nothing but DNA, double helical structure. Listen, normally we know this DNA is a double helical structure. This is DNA. So, same DNA only here expanded. So, what part of the DNA? It is actually DNA, one strand here, then another one strand here. So, two strand gets separated in the, for our convenience, we concluding as separating the two strands. One strand is actually a template strand. One strand of DNA, it is actually a template strand. Another one strand is actually a coding strand. Coding strand means is the one DNA. Normally DNA is the two helical structure. One strand of DNA is a template strand, another one strand is actually a coding strand. Okay. Then normally in new chromatin reticulum, a very large chromatin reticulum are present. In replication procedure, the total chromatin reticulum, total DNA get replicated. But in transcription procedure, a part of the DNA, here listen, this is actually a part of the DNA. Only the part of the DNA only get transcribed into the mRNA, not whole DNA. Okay. Then the part of the DNA which is transcribed into the mRNA. This is actually, this is part, the segment of DNA, that is a part of the DNA and transcribed into the mRNA. Here the part is nothing but the one, normally we know one DNA strand 5' to 3', 5' to 3'. Another DNA strand is 5' to 3'. Normally we know the DNA is actually a two strand. One strand is 5' to 3', another one strand is 3' to 5'. Okay, and 3' to 5' and 5' to 3'. During transcription procedure, the one enzyme is involved. The enzyme is DNA dependent RNA polymerase. DNA dependent RNA polymerase. The DNA dependent RNA polymerase is nothing but that is a enzyme which is used for formation of RNA from the DNA. Is dependent on DNA and forms the RNA, that is mRNA. From the DNA, the mRNA is formed. The particular is known as, from the DNA, it is actually chromatin reticulum. From the chromatin reticulum, the segment is DNA and the gene. From the gene, the mRNA is formed. So, from the DNA, the mRNA is formed, means the process is transcription. The transcription involves the DNA dependent DNA polymerase enzyme. From the DNA, with the use of DNA dependent RNA polymerase, DNA depend பண்ணி RNA form பண்ணுது. So the enzyme which is important for formation of RNA as dependent on DNA. So DNA will depend பண்ணி RNA form பண்றனால the enzyme is nothing but DNA dependent RNA polymerase. RNA வை polymerize பண்ணுது from the DNA. So last enzyme in replication procedure we study DNA dependent DNA polymerase. The DNA will depend பண்ணி இன்னொரு DNA form ஆகுது. So the enzyme is DNA dependent DNA polymerase. Here DNA will depend பண்ணி RNA form ஆகுது. So procedure DNA will depend பண்ணி RNA form ஆகுது. So the process the particular enzyme is DNA dependent RNA polymerase. Okay, that is RNA polymerase. The transcription எப்படி நடக்குதுன்னு பாருங்க. So first the DNA is a small segment of the DNA only get transcribed. This is the segment of DNA. In the segment, the DNA in the segments it is the enlarged view of the particular segment. Okay, so in the DNA contain various region. A structural gene are present. Structural gene means that the gene only controlling the particular character, and the promoter and terminator. This promoter terminator is nothing but listen. So for during the transcription process, during transcription procedure, the transcription during transcription procedure என்ன நடக்குதுன்னு பார். During transcription procedure the DNA dependent RNA polymerase get fixed into the or particular part of the DNA. During transcription procedure DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme get fixed into the one particular part of the DNA segment. The particular part is known as promoter. In the DNA segment the DNA dependent what RNA polymerase get fixed into the one particular place. The particular place is nothing but promoter. Okay, from the promoter the DNA dependent RNA polymerase slowly starts moving. So the promoter actually located towards the 5' end of upstream. Here this is upstream, this is downstream. Upstream means upside la irukkuradhu, downstream downside la irukkuradhu. So the promoter located in the upstream and towards the 5' end, and terminator is located in the downstream and towards the 5' end. Okay, this is a rule. So the DNA dependent is actually this box is nothing but enzyme, DNA dependent RNA polymerase. The RNA polymerase enzyme is generally known as RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase enzyme get fixed into the part of the DNA and the region is promoter. Then RNA polymerase slowly move along the DNA. அப்படியே slower and along the DNA the enzyme slowly moves. So during movement from the DNA contain two strands, template strand and the coding strand. From the template strand a newly RNA is formed. In the during movement in the template strand depend பண்ணி just அதுக்கு opposite. For example in template strand என்ன இருக்கு, normal DNA is nothing but adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, cytosine, guanine, adenine, thymine அப்படியே லைனா போயிட்டே இருக்கு. Then this is naturally DNA. So the RNA polymerase enzyme, DNA dependent RNA polymerase enzyme get fixed into the one particular part of the DNA. The part is nothing but promoter, and from the promoter particular the RNA polymerase slowly moves along with the DNA. It is actually DNA la அப்படியே slow move ஆகும். During movement, for example if adenine present ஆயிருந்துச்சுனா here it is formed uracil because adenine க்கு opposite thymine irukadhu, because RNA we know the thymine is absent. Instead of thymine uracil are present in the RNA. So adenine na uracil form ஆயிரும். Then thymine means adenine, cytosine na guanine, guanine na cytosine, then cytosine na guanine. So இப்படியே ஒரு RNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும். So from the template strand depend பண்ணி just அதுக்கு ஆப்போசிட்டா ஒரு mRNA form ஆகும். This is mRNA. mRNA mean messenger RNA. Okay, so DNA la promoter region, terminator region, structural genes region present ஆயிருக்கும். in the RNA polymerase enzyme, it is bind with the promoter region and slowly moves along with the DNA during movement. Template strand depend பண்ணி ஒரு RNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும். Template strand depend பண்ணி ஒரு RNA slowly forms. The slowly formed RNA is nothing but mRNA, messenger RNA. Okay, so the mRNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும் up to the terminator region வரலும். Terminator region வரலும் அந்த enzymes move ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும் and the mRNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும். The mRNA slowly forms and in the terminator region the RNA polymerase slowly move to the terminator region. அந்த terminator region RNA polymerase வந்துருச்சுன்னா ஸோ அது வரலும் ஃபார்ம் ஆகிற mRNA இருக்குல்ல, ஸோ mRNA forms it's get separated. Okay, mRNA gets separated from the particular DNA. Okay, during transcription procedure it's contained from the DNA only that mRNA is formed. DNA slower, RNA polymerase slower, DNA la move ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். During movement it forms the mRNA opposite to the template strand. எப்பவுமே template strandக்கு opposite DNA form RNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும். Then the terminator region வந்தோடனே அது வரலும் ஃபார்ம் ஆன mRNA it is released off into the nucleus. So terminator வந்தோடனே the process gets over. So the transcription procedure starts from the promoter and elongated in the structural gene area and its transcription stops at the terminator region. So அது வரலும் ஃபார்ம் ஆகிற mRNA slowly it's separated in the nucleus. The process is nothing but that is what? Transcription. During transcription one DNA strand is copied into mRNA. This is actually mRNA, messenger RNA. So ஒரு DNA template strand mRNA வா convert ஆச்சுன்னா the process is nothing but what? Transcription. In transcription starts from the promoter region and ends in the terminator region. So in the coding strand what is the use means? Coding strand means non-coding. Coding strand means code பண்ணாத strand. So DNA எந்த strand code பண்ணலையோ, coding means mRNA code பண்ணலையோ, the particular strand is nothing but coding strand. Opposite ஆகும். Normally we know coding strand means code something, but here template strand only is coding the DNA, coding the RNA. Here the coding strand does not code anything. So code பண்ணாத strand is known as coding strand. Okay, this is the opposite meaning. The coding strand does not code anything. Only template strand only code for the mRNA, coding the mRNA. Template strand otherwise known as non-coding strand. Non-coding strand it codes the mRNA. Coding strand does not code the mRNA. Okay, this is the opposite meaning. Okay, that is the transcription. This is the basic idea about transcription. Transcription in prokaryotes is different. Some enzymes or some chemical factors are involved, and transcription in eukaryotes also different. Okay, so transcription and next one is prokaryotic transcription and another one is eukaryotic transcription. Okay, the transcription is nothing but DNA is converted into mRNA is known as transcription. Transcription takes place inside the nucleus in eukaryotes, inside the nucleoid in the bacterium. During transcription procedure DNA is converted into mRNA. The transcription involved 3 steps: a promoter, structural gene and the terminator. Transcription involves one enzyme DNA dependent RNA polymerase, that is RNA polymerase. In the DNA 2 strands are present. One strand is actually template strand, another one strand is coding strand. That RNA polymerase is first to bind to the promoter region of DNA, slowly moves. During movement depend பண்ணி இது template strand depend பண்ணி new RNA form ஆயிட்டே வரும் up to the terminator region. The RNA polymerase comes to the terminator region, the transcription process ends. அது வரலும் form ஆகிற mRNA is into the what? In the nucleus region. The next step in translation procedure, the mRNA is moved in the cytoplasm and after that protein synthesis are produced. That is translation procedure. Next step, next class I will tell. So actually here that is important idea about transcription. Then in next section, next class, in prokaryotic how transcription takes place, in eukaryotic how transcription takes place. Okay, that is actually a transcription and replication. Today we learnt replication and transcription unit. Next class, prokaryotic transcription and the eukaryotic transcription. Okay.